Hey, welcome to homework night. I think it's Tuesday because I think I made you read chapter 3 last night, but it could be Wednesday or it could be Monday, who knows. This week we're going to be continuing our work on diagramming sentences, and you are going to learn how to diagram adverbs and indirect objects. Question to ponder, in case you get bored, is there a word in English that uses all the vowels, including Y? And we'll go over that at the end of this lesson. So you're going to set up your notes like this. You're going to need a sheet of paper. You're going to make a 2-flap foldable hamburger style. So hold it landscape, fold it down, write diagramming adverbs and IDOs across the bottom. On the left flap, write adverbs. Then you do need to write that they modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. On the right flap, you're going to write indirect object. And a couple things that you need to remember about indirect objects. They follow an action verb. They come between an action verb and a direct object. If there is no direct object, there cannot be an indirect object. Don't even try to find one. And they answer the question, to whom is the verb done? So take a minute, pause it, and get your notes set up, please. All right, so let's talk about diagrams first. So open up your left flap. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. You should have written that down, I think. Did I have you write that down? Yes, I had you write that down. All right. So really, it's just like diagramming adjectives, except you put it under the word they modify, and adverbs modify verbs, so you'd put it under a verb. So copy these two diagrams, and an adverb can modify another adverb as well as an adjective. All right, so an example, Philip runs quickly. Well, quickly modifies how Philip runs, so you can see that Philip runs, and then quickly just goes under runs. Or you could say Philip runs very quickly. Very actually modifies quickly, which modifies runs. So it would look like this. Philip runs very quickly. Please copy please copy these in the bottom half of the left side of your foldable. Thank you. All right. Now you can have compound adverbs just like you can have compound adjectives or compound anything else, and you do it the exact same way. They're written under the word they modify, and the conjunction is always written on the dotted line. So Caroline walked quickly but quietly. Quickly but quietly modify walked. Please copy this example in your notes. Your notes are probably getting pretty full. Sorry about that. Okay, we're done with adjectives, or adverbs, sorry. So close that flap and open the indirect object flap. An indirect object answers the question, to whom was the verb done? It always follows an action verb, and it always comes between the verb and the direct object. Please remember, if there is no direct object, there cannot be an indirect object. You know this. All right, so if you look, it kind of goes on a slant and then straight. Slant and then straight. It looks a lot like a prepositional phrase, but you haven't learned those yet. Copy this diagram into your notes. All right, an example. Ronnie handed the dog the treat. Well, Ronnie is your subject. Handed is your action verb. Treat is your direct object. What did he hand? He handed the treat. To whom did he hand it? The dog. Notice the modifies dog, so you put it under dog. If it's ever modifying a word, it just goes right under that word. So copy that in your notes, please. All right. And then a compound indirect object is the same thing. It looks just like this. You don't have to copy this in your notes because you're about to do an example. So Mrs. Walsh gave Carol and Bill a chocolate cookie. She's not very generous because they really need a chocolate cookie apiece, but you know, hey. So Mrs. Walsh, and gave is your action verb. And cookie is your direct object. What did she give? She gave a cookie, a chocolate cookie. A in chocolate modify cookie. To whom did she give it? Well, she gave it to a compound indirect object, Carol and Bill. So you do it just like that. Please copy that into your notes. All right, and this is what the inside of your notes should look like. Hopefully they do. We'll do some practice tomorrow. It'll be fun. But I want you to try these tonight. So pause it and see if you can do these. The answer's coming up, so you can copy just the answer down. I'll probably do the same thing that I did last week where you can turn it in for bonus points when you do your I try the next night. So there it is. And here are the first two answers. Justin and I watched football yesterday. This one only had an adverb in it. There's no indirect object. Mom cooked. Ooh, this one had two compounds, lunch and dinner. A something lunch, I can't read that. A wonderful lunch. My sister and I. I forgot the. Ooh, sorry about that. Anyhow, it should be the cookie, or the puppy, holy cow, very quickly grabbed the ball and the stick. And The pleased and surprised coach gave a high five, or gave the players a high five. Okay, you know what I mean. See if you got it right. We'll go over it in class tomorrow. And the answer to what you were pondering is unquestionably. Have a great night. See you guys tomorrow.